What's up, y'all? It's Kabe here again. We're back with another video, and today we have this really special video. It's the first time I think I do any breakdowns of any of my songs, and I have Alex with me. A friend of mine, we've been working for years. It's also been, I think, years since I had a guest on the channel, and today we're gonna be breaking down the sample for Now We're Strangers by Central Cee.
I can still drive all the way to yours. We're not sat nav, of course. I can still recite your number off by heart. You can leave, but we can't erase the memories. I'm praying what's ahead of me and trying to leave the bullshit in the past. My secret's in the dark, don't bring it to the light. Hold it down till the end, I'll pay a substantial price. It's lonely at the top, everybody's scared of height.
I think from the time that we are recording this, the album is number 9 global on the Billboard 200. And I think it's only fair if we start this breakdown with Alex, and he actually started this whole song. He was the one who did the guitars. People have been asking me if I did the guitars, who did the guitars. It was Alex. And yeah, you can start showing your side of this project.
Thank you, bro. So I did the guitars back in March 2022. That's when I recorded them. I used to have an iPhone 8 and I recorded that on voice memos. And
iPhone with a button.
iPhone with a button, yeah. iPhone with a button. And my guitar is not even that expensive. It was like $40 or some shit. So I mean, I love it. It has a great tone. So yeah, firstly I started with the chords. It's just like basic 2 chords, playing a strum. I play them for you. Then I got a vocal from Splice, just like a basic vocal, just to add some texture to the intro. Yeah, that's basically it for the vocal you hear in the intro. Next we have a top line that I recorded on voice memos too. Gonna play that. So
that's such a good little like simple top line. I actually have a question for you, because I recently bought a guitar. I've been doing a ton of guitar shit, or trying to do guitar shit. I'm not as good at the guitar as you, but like you record on your phone. I don't know if you do it or still do it, but I was I recording on the iPhone too, and I don't know, it has like this lo-fi quality to it. It sounds like it has like this voice memo quality to it. How do you do it to like record it on the phone without like picking up noise on the room and shit? Because I have an AC, so every time that I record just a ton of noise, do I need to like literally turn that shit up and be on like hot as fuck, like recording the guitar?
I mean, I don't know why my shit, like it picks like some noise, but I mean, look, for this one I use the NS1. I don't have it anymore. I don't use it anymore.
From Waves, the noise.
From Waves, yeah. I use the NS1 for this. I'm gonna explain the processing like after I finish. Like, I mean, right now I don't even use NS1. I just like record and put like that.
An EQ,
I don't know.
A low chef on the highs. I actually like it, like that song, like that lo-fi tone from the voice memo, honestly.
It's cool, yeah. I mean, I think it adds texture, and it's not like how do you say it, bothering. Like it doesn't
At the end of the day, when you have like so much stuff, because you have your guitar and then I did the stuff and then like they added drums and shit, like, and there's the vocals, like, bro, there's so much stuff you don't even hear.
Exactly, yeah, bro. So I mean, I don't even trip like when I just hit record, and I like voice memos because it's like efficient. Like you can airdrop to your Mac too. It's like you got the idea quick.
In the top line, you will also record on the phone. Are you listening on the headphones and then doing
no. So I just practice it, like fucking loop the main chords.
Yeah.
I loop the main chords and then I practice it. I like get the top line, then practice it like just to not fuck it up, and I play it like without sound.
That's crazy.
And I have the metronome in my brain.
I could never do that, bro, honestly. But yeah, that's bro, I could never do that.
I'm just used to it, you know. That's the way I've been working like for 3 years already. Okay, and for this next part I added some little guitar accents. But I panned this to the right. The accents I panned them to the right, and the top line I panned pan it to the left just to give it a little bit more stereo feel. Yeah, I'm gonna play the guitar accents.
Yeah, that is crazy. That's something I think about like a lot. Is how much time do you think you spent on this project?
And on this, I would say like probably 15 to 20 minutes,
Bro.
maybe.
Yeah, that's bro. That's insane because I don't know. This is something I think about all the time. Like these like simple. At least this is how I try to like think about my process when I'm making like music and making samples and stuff. Is like trying to create what I call like song ideas, and it's so simple, bro. Like your stuff was just so simple, but it was a song idea. Like there's like some chords, there's a little progression, a little melody, a top line, a clear intro part, and then a verse part, and a hook part, and then a verse part. You can visually see the intro, the hook with the two top lines, and the verse with the one top line. It's just such a simple, it's simple songwriting, but it like works so much. Like it's harder to get to the point that you can pump out ideas like this than to actually like do it, you know, because it's such a simple thing.
Yeah, bro, yeah, I agree. Like it's harder to make like simple vibes, you know, like instead of harder shit, harder to make simple things because like I don't know, we tend to overcomplicate our shit.
That's another thing I want to ask you. When do you know when to stop? Because if I was you, I was gonna add at least like two, like a bass or a synth lead or something on top of it.
Yeah, I stopped when I used to I freestyle like on my loops, you know, like I sing over them. So when I can come with like any like vocal melodies for it, that's when I stop like adding stuff, you know, because it gets so busy
Yeah.
that I can come up with any vocal idea. So that's how I know like okay, the artist like not gonna
There's space.
it's gonna
There's
be
space.
difficult for the artist, yeah, to come up with something.
Yeah, bro. I need to take notes honestly from that because I complicate my stuff so much.
The processing for the guitars is really simple, to be honest. I just did on every guitar is the same EQ, reverb, and I used to have an NS1 in my old computer. This project I made
Yeah.
on my old computer. I don't have NS1 anymore, but it's just a noise suppressor just to take out the noise in the background from the voice memos. So I just did a low cut for the guitars, basically, like nothing crazy, like. And this is simple reverb, stock reverb from Logic, and that's it. Like nothing crazy at all.
Jesus.
And that's for every guitar.
How many times do you
Yeah.
record them on the voice memo?
How many times? Probably I
Yeah.
do like 5 takes.
And then
You know, like just
you grab like the best
do-
parts of each take and like do.
I grab the best parts, yeah. What I usually do right now is I take the best 2 takes and I pan one to the left and one to the right, and
That's
it gives
nice.
it like a nice stereo. I didn't do it in this one because I didn't know about that before.
So whenever Alex finished that idea, he sent it over to me. He's always texting me ideas. I'm always texting ideas to him. I open it up on Ableton and I really like what he had. And my idea was to just, instead of flipping what he had into something new, just to build on top of it. As you guys saw on his project, it's such a simple idea, but the idea is there. I just wanted to enhance it and make it more like a song instead of just a guitar loop. So I opened Ableton, dropped his starter in here. I don't have it anymore, so you guys are only going to hear my part, and then I just build on top of what he already had. I opened this plugin called Roads Affair. I don't have it anymore. This project, by the way, it's a zombie. I can open it up, but every single plugin in here is not loading. I made this like 2 computers ago. From the time that I made this to now, I switched computers like 2 times, so I don't have any of the plugins in here. So you guys are going to hear a pretty dry version of the sample. If you want to hear the whole thing, go and listen to the song. So I grabbed this guitar idea and I laid a couple Rhodes chords on top of it, and this is how they sound. This is the MIDI for the Rhodes, so if you want to grab these chords, feel free to grab them. So I just grabbed his chords just by listening to them, play the same chords and try to build a couple melodies on top of it just to embellish it a little bit more, especially on that intro where you only have the chords and you don't have the top line. You only have the chords and then the little vocal texture that he added. This is what I wanted to do here. This is such a simple project. It's 2 tracks because I have the MIDI, but I bounced it out to audio, and then I added this VST bass. This is, I'm pretty sure this is the Rickenbacker bass, the contact bank. I don't have it loaded anymore, but I bounced it out. At this time when I was making this, I used to bounce out every single thing. Right now I mostly keep hitting MIDI, but at this time I bounce out every single thing. So I have the bass in audio, and this is how the bass sounds. Let me play with the Rode so y'all can hear how it sounds with the keys. Such a simple line, just following the chords, the root notes of the chords, the same stuff that I do every single week on this channel. And I just added a couple of these octave jumps just to embellish it a little bit more. So we have this plenty of times actually. So I'm always like jumping an octave up. You can do this on your bass just to add a little flair. And this bass, by the way, it sounds so fake. It sounds like a VST bass, and it's the same bass that is capped on the song. And I don't think it, I just think it doesn't matter because I have a real bass now. At this time I didn't have a real bass. I didn't plug the bass, so I was just using VST basses, and this sounds so fake. But it's the same thing that we were talking about like just earlier. When you're in the middle of the whole thing, like the song with the guitars and the keyboards and the drums and everything, like you don't really hear it, you know?
Yeah, I agree. I think you like you're tucking in like with all the sounds, you know, so like it doesn't matter like when you have the final product, because at the end of the day it's just like the low end you need just to like, make it sound fuller. Like doesn't matter if you have a real bass or not. Like yeah, I agree.
I just think, I don't know, people kind of overthink it a little bit too much, but nowadays I try to use my real bass whenever I can.
Yeah, I mean it's better though. Like
yeah,
it's better to use whatever.
Just to finish this off, I added just a couple things. The vocals that you guys hear throughout the whole song, basically, this is how they sound. And it basically loops throughout the whole song. This is again splice vocals. Like I said, I had some plugins in here on this chain. I don't have them anymore. So I used to have Sooth, Lossy, Virtual Mix Track by Slate Digital, Echo Boy, and Valhalla Plate. Just so you guys don't hear it dry, which is completely different from the song, I just quickly added a filter with the Pro Cube 4 and an Echo Boy again, just to make it sound a little bit similar to the one that's on the song. But it's, yeah, simple vocals from Splice. Like I use a ton of times here on this channel. So I think Splice is one of the best places to grab like vocals if we have like quick ideas or just want to have like quick texture. And then a couple synth accents that we have here. So on this first loop, just to signal that I'm looping, that we are going to the next section, I like to do these type of things. So I added this little synth accent here. And on the song, there's like way more reverb, so it sounds more like this on the song. And then that signals that we are looping. We're going to the next section. Another thing that I added on top of this is this like piano thing that I call. It's like a piano, little piano accent that you can hear on the song a couple times.
I think that helps a lot with the transition.
Exactly. Just as to like this song idea, just creating this, it's kind of what you said when, you know, when you're like doing stuff and you try to figure out this like balance of adding stuff and having space for the artist and shit. This is what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to create this song structure with the instrumentation, with the arrangement, with the little accents and this signals that we are on the hook, we're on the verse, but I'm not trying to add so much stuff that there's no space for vocals. And I think we have like this cool balance, because what's leading this whole thing is your guitars, the guitar chords and the little melodies that you played on top. I'm just accompanying it and building more on top of it to create more of this like world instead of just a guitar loop. So we have like these two little accents, and just on top of it we have this texture. This is from the Eagle one-shot kit. This is a one-shot kit that I released, I think at this point it's like 4 or 5 years ago. It's on outofideas.co if you want to grab that. It's just a simple texture. You can use any texture from anywhere. And then you have this entire melody. There's drums on top of it, and there's an artist called Central Cee on top of it. There's also there's someone that sings on the intro too. Do you remember his name?
It's Kamal.
Come on intro, Central Cee, me, Alex, Yano, Kid Hazel, and Jonas. And this is the entire melody for Now We're Strangers. Alex, you want to say anything?
No, I'm just very grateful for this opportunity to work on this song. I think like to be on the Central Cee's debut album is like great, just like a blessing to be able to work with these artists, and especially since like working with you.
Yeah.
You know, like we've been working for I don't know, like since
like 5 years, I think. Yeah, I think like
we
4 or 5 years at this point.
Yeah, like bro, we used to be like locked in on Discord. Like
yeah,
it's it's so good like to have a song with you.
Yeah, that's nice.
So
That's also something I want to talk about. Stuff takes time. like this, this melody, we made it back on like 2023. I think February 2023. So it took like 2 years. In my experience, I don't know if it's the same with Alex. In my experience, it takes like an average of like a year for stuff to come out. So whatever I'm making today, it's gonna come out like a year from now, a year and a half, 2 years from now. So it just takes time, you know. If you're working, you're not seeing results, and if you like what you're doing, because I'm not also of the thought that you should never quit, bro. Like if you don't like making music, music's a cool hobby. If you don't want to pursue it as a career, you know, just do something else. You know, that's cool. You know, that's cool to say. But if you like it, you enjoy what you're doing, just know that it takes fucking time, bro. It takes like years. I'm not talking about months. It takes like years for stuff to come out. It takes like years for you to get in the position that you can like be connected with the people that can make stuff like this happen. And yeah, I've been doing this for I think 8 years now, which is crazy. I don't know when you started, Alex.
Yeah, I mean, I started like probably like 4 years ago. So yeah, I mean, and it's my first like song to go Billboard. So
yeah.
I mean, so true. Like
it took like half a decade, bro. Do you know how much time that is? Like it takes a lot of time.
Yeah, I mean, I would say like consistency and patience. Like that's what I always tell to people. Like consistency and patience is like all you need. Like to not all you need, but like most.
You also need a little bit of luck. Let's be honest. You also need a little bit of luck.
Like yeah, but like you increase your chances when you like being consistent with it and put like the quality work on it. So I mean, it's kind of like in your hands, like in a way. But yeah, I mean, it's luck too, because like this music shit is so subjective. So
exactly, you can better your chances. You can better your chances if you have consistency, and if you are consistent, you just keep pushing. You like what you're doing, and you're developing your sound, so it will pay off at some point. It's just a matter of chances. You know, at some point it will pay off. This is Now We're Strangers by Central Cee. Thank you so much for watching this video. Follow me and Alex on Instagram. And check out outofideas.co if you want my sounds and my packs. Do you have anything you want to plug, Alex?
No, I mean, anything, bro. Just follow me on IG. And thank you for having me, bro.
Of course. Thanks so much for watching this video. I'll see y'all on next week. Peace.